So guys, this will be Resident Evil 3 once the game stops doing its little pause thing when you're not looking at the game. So please wait for this. I'm going to be selecting my own costume. We're going to be using the Regina costume from Dino Crisis. So this game, you play in heavy mode. So it doesn't. The timer actually won't start when I click costume select. I've got to try and sync up myself. So run's going to start. Wait for it. Wait for it. I know. It's like all this stupid text and then no. So that's run. There we go. So the first part of the game, you'll see a zombie is lying down. You basically just run into the zombie, tank the bite, because after you go like past this cutscene, you the game just fully heals you. So you basically, it doesn't matter, you can go in danger and then you can go through this door and then you'll still be fully healed. So I guess it's a kind of mechanic to use to have like a little early learning curve for somebody who's not played it before. But this is the third game in the series, so I think people would know not to get hit back by the zombie. It keeps crashing a little bit.
September 28th, daylight.
So it might pause like that a little bit, but hopefully it doesn't keep pausing like that. But this is the only Resident Evil game out of the classic ones that have that the dodge mechanic. So you'll see, you might hopefully get some dodges off, and you can see the dodge mechanic in action. And also one of the classic Resident Evil games that first implemented the you don't have to use action to go upstairs. Yeah, it keeps doing this. Maybe it's the oh, that's gonna be bad actually. You know what is going on? Keeps slowing down with the thing, so I might need to edit that out. So what we need to do is we need to put these away, because it's classed as a new game. It's not on my own computer. I forgot to use the code to remove them, so that'll add a little bit of time to us, but hopefully it won't be too much. So this also has delayed input cancel, where if you bind a button to left and right as well as your left and right key, so for me it's E, it will. You can skip. The text is faster, so you don't skip the text, but it's a lot faster than usual. So that door there, where Brad runs out of, that's RNG as well. Either he automatically opens it for himself, or he will manually, you have to go and manually do it. So this is the dreaded basement of Resident Evil 3. Hopefully the zombies don't turbo. That's the dodge mechanic that's implemented. So you basically don't get bit, but when you dodge, it also... There's two dodges. You either get the shove, and she aims her gun, which then allows the zombie time to come and bite you again. Or you get the shove, where Jill automatically is able to move again. So you're able to run past all the zombies, which is what you want, because in certain areas you need to go for a dodge. And if you go for the dodge and she aims her gun at the zombie, then you would just get bit. So that basement was pretty good. We only got one bite. The zombie was at the front of the door. Sorry, out like the staircase. If he wasn't there, probably could have got no bite. And if you've been bit before by a zombie, then when you get grabbed again, if you mash your keyboard, like your directional keys, you can shake the zombie off and you take no damage. So it's pretty good. It's basically they implemented that for when Nemesis grabs you, who we'll be seeing soon. When he grabs you, you can shake him off so you don't take damage of him and stuff like that. So it's quite handy. So here we go, coming up to the RPD area of the game. Looks a bit different from RE2, as in the classic. Some areas are boarded up and stuff like that. So here first meet Nemesis. We don't fight him here. Because I know the evidence codes, we don't need to go to Brad either and pick up the STARS badge, because we know the codes. Because that's just what speedrunning is, you just know the codes. So this is again RNG. This room's RNG as well. The zombie might be down there, it might not be. Why am I shooting there? Oh, that's my bad. Sorry though. We don't need much pistol ammo. I might just pick up some safety fasties anyway, just so I don't die. So there's 4 codes. We're gonna get the last one, aren't we? Oh, we got the third one. So it's 0513 10131 4011 and 4312. That's the locker. Like it's basically any code. It can be any of them. Yeah, most of the puzzles in this game, most of them are RNG. Some aren't though. So here we go. Big part of the game. Magnum or grenade launcher. And we got Magnum. So kind of expected that to happen again. It makes the game a lot worse. Because we don't get the grenade launcher, so we have to actually use the Magnum. So we have no one cycle worm. You can all meme about the whole Magnum grenade launcher thing. People that knew the game knew that area was coming up where I had to, it was either Magnum or grenade launcher. Sadly, I got the bad RNG. So hopefully the zombie is not in my way as well. Oh, he is. Are we gonna get punched in nemesis? Oh, we dodged him. So our HP is not looking good. The stars off his fast would have been quite helpful. Fast is first aid spray. Maybe should have used a herb, picked one of the herbs up, just for safety. Because when you get to the battery area of the game, you have to take a bite. You can do it biteless, but you when you're picking up I think it's the bronze book thing. The zombie like bursts out and you have to take a bite. So that's why I didn't want to be on this HP. So if there's no herbs here, so they were in the, that's fine. We just won't pick one up. I'll just use the fasties. So also, for some reason, basically for RE3, there's when you set it up to play on XP compatibility pack, it's either there's 3 settings. So there's RGB emulation, which you don't want to use, and then there's oh wow, he bit me. My bad. There's 2 other ones are just the normal graphics card. Now usually the game, if you've been noticing, it's kind of been stuttering a little bit, so it's just kind of, say if I'm opening a door or going through a door and it's this black screen, or it kind of just freezes. I'll find an example and point it out. It's not meant to do that, but it's just been doing it. So this dodge here, you have to run near the zombie, and then you run around him and he doesn't grab you. So there you go, it's a good thing of the Deke. Like, I'm not just mashing action to that's terrible. Oh no, what am I doing? I need to oh my brain. Need to use that first. Then we'll get the cutscene. Yeah. So the Deke is very handy to skip in text instead of just mashing the button like most games you just mash it like an X or something. So
This way.
So this is Carlos. He is only in this game, and he's in Umbrella Chronicles, which is about this game as well. So he's a mercenary for the Umbrella, but he doesn't technically work with them, so he's just hired guns. Just kind of there to test the zombies and the virus out. I got the dodge. Here we go. Great example. Exactly what I was speaking about, like 2 minutes ago? No, a basement where she aimed the gun. So that dodge is quite rare. It's really good if you get it, because basically you need to tank the bite if you don't get a dodge. So the game, she auto-aimed her gun. Like, I just pressed the dodge button, I didn't hold it in, you just tap it, dodge, aims her gun, you get bit. It's unlucky, because the game baits you into thinking you've been good at the game and you actually got the dodge, and then you actually get bit. So that's just really bad. So our HP is not looking that good, but like I said, marathon, not here to PB, are we? We're here just to complete the game, show off some, Resident Evil 3. I did do this for the UKSG online marathon, and I did also get Magnum. So I was really hoping that we get grenade launcher, but we've been unlucky again. So we have to just run with Magnum. So a zombie can turbo, he never. So basically, what I mean by turbo is in this game as well, the zombies can randomly just sprint at you. So that, as you saw there, the zombie at the top, he just slowly walked towards us. Other times he'll just run. Now, there is certain angles you can take that he won't ever turbo. So let's just say I did that, but most likely the game just decided not to let him turbo that time.
Do we have time for a quick donation?
Yeah, on you go. Yeah.
We have a $10 donation from oh god, here we go. Mi nombre es Yif. I think that's how that's pronounced. I apologize if that's incorrect. I'm sure chat will roast me anyway. I speedrun live stream. I love seeing what I see so far. Good luck on the run, Daddy Papa. Just know 3K of us are here to cheer you on. Also, this is going to Sekiro no S swim, whatever that is.
Thank you for the donation. Now, I quickly, as we were... Oh, I got dogs here. That's good RNG. Basically, you can get zombies or dogs here. If you get dogs, you don't have to shoot the barrel. But you can get bit on the way down. So if we get bit on the way down and go on caution, then it's not looking good. So, also, I saw a comment from my, one of my friends. I'll probably give him a shout out at the end. There is a mod called the grenade launcher tool, where basically it will turn the Magnum into a grenade launcher. And I was tempted to, because it's marathon and I'm not using splits and I probably won't PB anyway, I was tempted to use it just to show off. Don't bite me. Okay, so we'll wait till we're outside and then we'll... Actually, no, there's herbs here. I'll just use the herbs. We'll lose time, but the herbs will be better. So, the grenade launcher tool turns the Magnum into a grenade launcher, and then basically people use it to practice because it's not allowed in the, like, you know, the actual... They won't accept runs of it because it's not... You know, you're modding the game technically just to get a gun because the RNG didn't allow you to get that gun. But for the marathon, it would have been nice just to show grenade launcher off so I got the best. Like, I could actually complete the game faster. But I decided not to. See what RNG gave me. So we got a 3 push, I think. So basically... No, action first. Yeah. So we get the bronze book. And then hopefully we can run around this zombie. And then run around him. Okay, that's not bad, because we fully healed, so it doesn't really matter how many bites I take, because we've got many heals that I took. But there, that's the area. So basically, again, when I got bit there, that was the room that I said you have to tank the bite. When you shove the zombies off, it's either one zombie can fall down, none can fall down, all 4 can fall down. It's, again, just random what the pattern of the game wants to give you. And also, with this game, you see me picking up herbs because I'm taking extra amounts of damage. You actually never, unless you need to, you wouldn't pick up herbs in the actual speedrun. You just use the first aid sprays. Because we're not going for like A+, like A, you know, A rank or S rank, doesn't really matter. So again, like I said, that's a good example. He turboed. He's not meant to grab you. Just RNG. But I did expect to go on caution when we got to this area. So we're basically on track with what my HP would be like. I just had to use fassies and I tanked a lot of damage. So again, here, this is RNG. The zombies can sometimes walk to their left and just kind of run into the wall. Oh, I got the dodge. Oh, that's alright. Like I said, I knew I was going to take damage here. So Jill... Okay, I'm just dodging everything. So if you saw there, I got bit and then I shoved him off like after taking the damage. And then Jill auto-shoved. So Jill can also auto-shove. She'll auto-dodge sometimes if she's been bit before. And then another zombie tries and grab her. That's another zombie that has 2 RNG patterns. Either stand still and you have to go for the dodge to get past him without taking damage. Or he will sometimes randomly walk forward and then you can go in behind him. And that's a good RNG pattern. So this is a new enemy that you've never seen in any other Resident Evil game. There's I call him a bloodsucker because they kind of leech onto you. I think they've got another like proper name, but we just call them bloodsuckers. Again, so this place is RNG as well. Either all the zombies can be clumped up together, or they can do what they did there, and all the zombies are like behind, like near the gate. But one of the zombies basically either moves or stands still, so you need to get him to move forward, which he already was doing, but sometimes he just stands still, and then you have to basically run up behind him, or run up towards him, and then kind of nudge him, and then bring him back, and then he'll spin around, you can go behind him. So a lot of this game is basically, you'll hear me say RNG a lot, because it's very random what the game does. So here's Nemesis again with his bazooka. But lucky for us, he doesn't just automatic shoot us. He'll just wait and then he drops down. So again, we have another part of RNG. So we have the good RNG here, where sometimes he can follow you when you're running around here, and that means one of the doors won't. It's slow if he follows you. And now I'll go into what I mean by a fast door and a slow door. So sometimes you'll see me like here, boom. I'll skip that, skip instantly, and see there you go. Slow door. So sometimes you have to wait a little bit for the door to like load the next area of the game. Like here, boom. Because if the next area of the game has a different soundtrack, then it's a slow door, because it needs to load the music. Like there, different music, you've got to wait for the game to load. So 180, 180 HP. If you're wondering how I know what my HP is, I'm using an external program that is allowed. It's the SRT made by D-Chaps. I don't need to shoot this barrel as well. So you have sometimes to shoot that barrel if the bloodsucker is going to swipe you if you're on bad HP. Oh, zombies here again. You either get zombies or dogs. More RNG. But yeah, so the SRT shows me my HP, how much ammo I've got, what time I'm at, and how much bazooka ammo Nemesis has. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So technically, the end-game timer is going to be a bit different from the real RTA because I started it a bit early on my bad. So we're like 4 seconds behind. Or ahead, sorry, of what we actually should be. There we go. That's what I mean. So here, that's not meant to happen, but the game, I don't know why. I'm guessing it's just maybe the thing I selected is kind of freezing the game a little bit, but it's only doing it in like door opening cutscenes, so it's not going to actually affect me in the gameplay wise. So, Pharmacy Computer. If you've ever seen an RE3 run, you'll know this is where runs can die. We luckily got Sasprin, which is the fastest. It's like 70% or 60% most likely to get Sasprin. There's also Adravil, and then there's Big Aquacure, which is the worst one. Basically, if you get Aquacure in your run, because you're trying Sasprin, then Adravil, then Aquacure, you've lost probably like 30 seconds. It's just terrible. So here, again, you just got to tank the bites, run into them. Mash my keyboard, try and get... Mash my keyboard again. So we only got bit once, because of like just being able to mash the keyboard. Again, I just tank that bite now usually. I try and go for the... Sometimes you can... I stood still a little bit there, because you can... like fast count to 10, and then the second zombie will move, and then the blonde zombie to the left off the screen won't move, and then you can get behind the zombie. But most people now just run up to the guy and try and get the dodge, and if they don't get the dodge, then they don't. Yeah. So here you have to run behind that last zombie, unless, because if you do the line that if you have dogs there, you'll get bit, which is, you don't want to get bit, of course. So we're almost coming up to the end of the city part of the game. I say there's 3 parts. You've got like the city, and you've got like the clock tower area of the game with the hospital scene with Carlos. And then you have the Dead Factory, where the final part of the game is, where you fight Nemesis Type 2. Which we'll get into later, so... So if you think about it, we're playing a survival horror game, and I've only shot 1 bullet, and that was an accident. So technically, you don't need to shoot like zombies in this game whatsoever. You tend just to only shoot barrels or use your pistol ammo for the final boss. You don't ever shoot really. You only shoot explosive barrels to kill big groups of zombies. So you can finish like RE3 runs without shooting a single pistol bullet, which is quite mad. He turboed again. That's crazy. We'll go on caution, but there's a fast in the garage where we're going to go, which to get the final part of the train. So basically, we've been trying to get this cable car train thing to work, and because you skip every cutscene, I didn't do the dialogue with Carlos, but basically that's what you're doing. Oh, nice. So basically, what I did there is you go into that door way, and then you quick turn, because both zombies will start moving forward towards you, and then you can run behind them. The quick turn there wasn't like I kind of didn't do it optimally, but it still worked. So we actually didn't go on caution. I lined it up bad. So again, we picked up the wrench because that crank's going to break. As you can see there, we have 3 parts. We have the oil, and then we have some cables for the car. And then here we're getting like the additive for the oil, or we're getting the oil and we already got the additive, and then you make them together. You combine them, and that's how you get the next part of the game. Now, I've completely been ignoring the fact that I was doing Magnum, and I luckily got the good RNG where the Magnum ammo is... I need to use this actually now. The Magnum ammo is in the places you want it to be. I'll talk about that later. I'm going to explain this puzzle. So this is the red light puzzle. You have to try and line it up with the puzzles. Like the red light with the green one. It's just a pattern. You have to memorize what code, like what buttons move the red lights and stuff. It's a pain. But for Magnum, because you have to pick up a certain amount of ammo and gunpowders to make the Magnum ammo, you have to pick up an A powder and a B powder because you get 2 A's and 2 B's in the clock tower area. Then you make 2A, they all combine to make C powder. Actually, I'll combine these now actually, just so I can get the ammo. So the gunpowder be here. So basically, the A powder can sometimes be in the pharmacy, which luckily enough I remembered it was in the it wasn't in the pharmacy, because if it was and I ran past it, we would have been in some bad place because we would not been able to Magnum ammo, because we need to make Magnum ammo to finish the game. So luckily I remembered the Magnum powders. So we'll make a C powder when we get to the train. So this is the first part. This is another boss that you don't have to shoot. You can just activate these buttons and it will make this ladder come down. So this is Gravedigger. We'll fight him eventually, and that's always the boss that everybody wants to one cycle with the grenade launcher. The one cycle is RNG. Doesn't matter if you miss your quick shots or you hit every quick shot. He has 2 patterns. We'll move on to that later, but we can't really, there's no point. I'll talk about the one cycle, but there's no point because we have Magnum. We can't do it because you can only do it with grenade launcher, acid ammo. And yeah, so we're getting now to the next part of the game. We're moving on to the clock tower. One more time of Nemesis. There's Mikhail. He got injured. Another marine dude. There you go. So, we're now moving on to the next part of the game.
No, the brakes are out.
While the brakes are out, do we have time for a quick donation?
We do.
Excellent. I'll quickly read this out here. We have a $25 donation from Viper. Best of luck, Daddy Dean. Kill some zombies and kick some umbrella ass. Also, gotta go for that second GT Omega Chair Kappa. What is my voice at the minute? I'm sorry. Also, just a quick update on the donation incentives. Kill the Bees is sitting not too kindly at 83 compared to Save the Bees, which is at 69. Thank you for the 69, by the way. But still, it's either or snipeable at the moment. Along with the language for Sekiro, which is English is retaking the lead with $40, while Japanese is sitting just behind at 35.02. So again, both of those are still snipeable at this point.
Very close indeed. Thank you for the donation as well, guys. So,
Here's a gift for you.
because we have Magnum, we don't have to pick up the. With grenade launcher, I could have explained it more. With the whole, you pick up certain ammo if you get early or late powders, but because we have Magnum, it doesn't matter where they are. You can just pick up any. You'll just ignore all grenade launcher ammo. Doesn't matter where the gunpowder spawns. You still just combine it anyway. So, in a speed run, I would probably do this very quick. Like if I was trying to PB with Magnum. However, I'm going to take this very slow, because if I muck up these combinations somehow, it won't. So, boom, C, cool, and then we'll wait. Because we need to make the Magnum ammo. Because I've tried in races where I've got Magnums. I've tried to quickly do it, and then I muck up, and then I've made like 2 C's and an A, and then that makes like flame ammo or something. And then I've tried to do the boss, like one of the Nemesis fights with the Mine Thrower and the Magnum, and the Mine Thrower is so bad, it's only good on Final Nemesis. I mean, you have to pick up just for that boss fight. So we got some bad RNG here. Nemesis Roar, if you heard that. That's RNG again. You think it'd just be normal, like you think the game would just want you to think, oh, he's not dead. But it's RNG, sometimes he roars, sometimes he doesn't. And then we're coming up to another RNG. I know I just keep saying it, but I did say, guys, that's all I keep saying. It's just constant, RNG. So this music box puzzle, you can see the little, I'll call them dials. The pattern is up, down, down, up. No, up, down, up, up, down, up. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 change. Yeah, am I right? 1, no. Yeah. Why did I move that one? Got a 5 change now because I mucked up. Yeah, this part is just doing this puzzle and then it's... Oh my god. Keyboard, come on. I'll just talk about what everybody talks about in the game. 8 me input, then just misclick. So yeah, so this puzzle, sometimes you can have a 1 change where only you only have to change 1 dial. Sometimes you can have a 6 change where you've got to change all, you know, every dial. It's just a game where you have to kind of be like good at it, of course, to PB or like get a good run, but also the game just needs to be nice to you as well. You know, you can spend 2 to 3 hours resetting if you've been bit at basement too much because you want to be on certain HP and you don't have to pick up herbs like I've done this run. And then you could spend an hour resetting at basement to then get to the grenade the locker and get Magnum. And then you can have like 10 Magnums in a row in the game, and it's just very disheartening if you're trying to grind it.
Do we have time for another quick donation?
We do, yeah.
Excellent. We have another $10 from Mi Nombre SEF again. I do apologize if I'm mispronouncing that. I am sorry. But the comment says 10 for Sekiro. Who wants to play Sekiro in English? Yeah. Let's go for the Japanese language, which again puts Japanese back above English by $5.02. So it's still not safe, but there is plenty time for that donation war to kind of level out at some point and get a clear winner. Hopefully we can actually get a clear winner and by a fair margin at the time.
Yes. Don't want it to be too close. So I saw somebody, we have some RE3 runners in the chat. I'll say hello to you guys at the end. I just quickly looked at chat when they were doing the donation when the puzzle was happening. I didn't explain why we do Chinese, and Bexy, there you go, here's your shout out, did it in chat. Basically, the game, the text is, so it's not even Chinese, we're actually playing Taiwan. This is the Taiwanese version of the game. I'm going the complete wrong way, and the game froze a little bit there. So, the Taiwanese version, the zombies only do 20 damage every bite instead of the usual 30 that Resident Evil is known for. And then the text is faster, so less text to read means I can deke it faster, and the game is just quicker. Because you can see like certain, like when you press enter and it comes up, you know, do you want to pick up this item? Like the gear, it was like, you know, 3 symbols, and it's just quicker. So most Resident Evil games you can play in, all the most classic ones are Japanese or some form of Asian language. And nowadays, now you don't need to. So this is just Nemesis. So with that, oh, that's boom. Oh, almost got the dodge. Cool. So with Nemesis here with Magnum, I didn't miss a quick shot luckily. So you have to switch to you shoot 6. Oh come on! You shoot 6 times, and then you have to switch to a pistol to finish him off. There you go.
I'm sorry, Jill.
So with a Magnum, it's easier to quick shot.
Please,
so if you notice, I'm shooting a bit quicker because I'm mashing. I'm not mashing. I'm timing it. Jill. So you press aim and then you shoot, and as you shoot, you hold shoot, and then you can press aim again at certain times, or you can mash it. People do different strategies of how to quick shot, and you can shoot quicker. With the grenade launcher, it's kind of easier to see because of the Magnum. It just looks like she's shooting normal, but it's quick shots. I know you think with quick shooting you would be mashing like the shoot button to shoot quicker, but you actually press the aim. That's just how the game is programmed. Now, RNG, spiders or bloodsuckers? We got bloodsuckers here, so we get hit here. We're gonna go hit once, that's fine. When we're leaving Carlos, it'll be worse because they can sometimes grab onto you and stuff. But like, it doesn't matter what Carlos's HP is. Like, you don't want to go on caution because caution is 90% movement speed, while being on fine is 100%. So it's a big difference. Sadly, it's not like RE2 Remake where if your plane is clear, if you go on caution, she moves faster. So if you ever wonder why in the start of a speedrun as Claire, they get bit 100 times on purpose, that's the reason, because it makes it, they'll move faster. So they have to, if they go into danger, they have to make sure they heal to exactly caution, so they don't go too far.
There also appears to be a slight fracture in his right arm just below the elbow. However...
I didn't make fun of my Scottish accent, come on. Mean. So I'm gonna do the famous YOLO Carlos. We got zombies. You know, I'm just gonna kill these zombies. I really can't be bothered. Zombies here is bad RNG again. I would never kill these. I would just usually try and run past them, but Just for marathon safety, I'll just shoot them. Makes life a lot easier. So you can get zombies here in this basement or where we just came from. They spawn in later. So we got zombies here. So most likely going to get hunters in the basement. And you can just shoot the barrel and kill them. It's quite easy. So usually we go to 401 and then you would find out where this is. So this puzzle is you push the case thing to a certain part of the room where the other one is. So you mirror it. But for here, you know it's 50% chance because it has to be facing outwards. So we got bad RNG. So well, not bad RNG. We got bad. Just unlucky YOLO Carlos. We got the worst one. Actually, yeah, bad RNG is the worst one. It's the bottom corner, 104. It's the furthest away. So it's you might be thinking, oh, how is it a 50% chance? It's only 100. You know, it should be 25. But it's facing. It needs to make face outwards because how would you be able to open up the files if it was the other way around? So, but yeah, this puzzle you mirror it. Could have showed you like how you'd actually do it, but hopefully the explanation was good enough. So again, another puzzle that's RNG. It's not just a set code that you can input like the newer Resident Evil games where all the puzzles have the same code. There'll be nobody here. The hunters, if the hunters do spawn here, they'll spawn in after we leave. But there's hunters here, so you can dodge that swipe if you do a good angle and you can run around it. But this run has been me taking strange angles. So again, it doesn't matter what you do. You can pull down the lever, then put the valve case thing in the puzzle, or you can do it the other way around. I like doing it that way because if you put it in late after, it does like a beeping noise, so it takes a bit longer. So this puzzle is one of the only puzzles that's not RNG. It's a 1-3A, so it's just easy. The only other puzzle that's not RNG is the gear puzzle, and then I'm pretty sure that's it. I might be wrong, but most other puzzles are RNG. And I'll just pretend to you guys that I definitely know all the RNGs off by heart. Please. Yeah. So basically, if you listen there, I listened closely. The hunters take 2 steps. Wrong floor. Doesn't matter. The hunters take 2 steps, and then you can shoot the explosive thing, and then it'll kill them. Oh, you get hunters both times. Okay. And that's the hospital area done now. So Nikolai is the bad mercenary hired by Umbrella, who is kind of there testing data. He's trying to kill everybody off. But because we skip every cutscene, you've probably not seen him yet. So he's one to put the explosive there, I'm pretty sure. The game, so we got one of those little weird freezes we've been getting, but the sound still played, so it was pretty funny. So here we go. Swiped once. Swiped again. Swiped again. Swiped again. There we go. We finally got out. I think there's a certain line you can take that kind of stops that. And here's the new Nemesis Type 2, the tentacle one. Where if you've seen Resident Evil Extinction, that's where oh, what's the character's name? I know it's Ian Glenn that plays him. Dr. Isaac. So Dr. Isaac's his transformation, that's what that's based on. I'm pretty sure it's based on Nemesis Type 2 because he's got his tentacles. Yeah, cool. So we need the knife now because we use a knife for a boss fight. Not like RE2 though, remake, where you have to have 120 FPS to knife every boss. But we don't speak about that because last UKSG, my run, I kind of choked it. Yeah, we pick up the mine thrower just for the final boss. Because we don't need to make any more Magnum ammo now, because we use the Magnum for Worm and then we use it for Final Nemesis. Because we use the knife for the acid, waste enemy. So, it should be very interesting how this run's been going if I hopefully don't die at that. Pick up every fast possible. So we're now at the second part of Clock Tower, I would say. This is the area of the grave digger boss fight. Again, a little freeze there. The in-game timer is still going though, so even though it's freezing, it kind of still goes. So we're not losing that much time. The game still is kind of, Just a little bit behind. So we got good RNG here. Again, you can have hunters or zombies on the bridge. And we got swiped, fair enough. We got hunters here or dogs. So we got bad RNG here. So you want dogs here because the hunters can stun lock you and stuff. So you come here to get the key. Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. Thank you. You need the key to open up one of the rooms so you can start the just move on to the game. But if you don't know that, the game doesn't, of course, because it's a Resident Evil, doesn't tell you. So you might come this way first, and then have to backtrack the full way. So this is a gear puzzle and not RNG. But you move the top ones, move the bottom ones, move the side. I'm terrible with that puzzle. I know it in my head. I don't have it written down, but I could not. If somebody asked me like, "Oh, how would you do it?" Like, I would just draw blank. I don't know why. I probably could if my life depended on it, but I tend just to like not. I don't overthink it because I don't want to like forget about it. So I just tend to like wing it. Okay, I was wrong. We are getting little mini freezies when we are playing, which is a bit interesting. That's gonna be hopefully. I mean, it's freezing, so it's not like it's gonna be that bad. Oh, it's lighter first. But yeah, must just be one of the settings because the game is kind of a pain because it's so old, compatibility packs and all that. At least it's not that crazy. And then now you use the pull. There you go. So you'll meet Nikolai for 2 seconds before I skip the cutscene. Just how it works. So current any % world record holder is Orchelon, who's also got world records in RE2 Remake. He has got a 41.07. I'm pretty sure. Here's Nikolai. You heard his voice. I'm quite impressed. There you go. And we come to Worm now. Fun boss. I didn't pick up. Oh, actually. Missed one of my shots. Come on, shoot. Thank you. So missed one of my shots, but we have a lot of magnum ammo. Doesn't matter. Cool. Right. I'm going to reload again just so we can finish it. We're not on caution yet, but hopefully I don't get bit again. Do you line up here? Oh, come on. Worm. Thank you. So you want to basically try and get him to an RNG pattern where he pops up and down, but I was doing it in practice when I was warming up today and I couldn't get it either, so we're probably going to get bit. Yeah, there we go. Do it again. Right, there we go. Come on. Is that 3 rise? He can RNG how many times he rises up and down. Oh, he spawned over there. That is not good. One more shot. Oh no, don't bite me. Oh, there's herbs, but I didn't want to get bit, and I had 4 bullets. Okay, pistol, mine thrower, should be enough. If not, we just do it the long way. Yeah, Dudley disappeared and he came back. He had it on Japanese version, and then Taiwanese came out and it was faster. But we all know he's got the most viewed YouTube video of RE3. You know, we all know the reason why. Jill, I'll just say that. We'll just leave it there. That's the reason. So, but yeah. RE3, because of how the game is and this is a grind, you've actually got to grind it a lot. People go through big spells, so they'll grind it every day, and then they'll sometimes decide not to play it again. You know, full heal again, marathon safety. I want to be on fine anyway, but I could have just herbed, green herbed, been on a decent HP, but I'll use the full heal, just so because in case I choke waste nemesis, I don't want to. And we may as well, we'll do the meme, the whole Bok versus Whisk Cake race that happened with fucking Waste Neme, you know what I mean? It was not fun. Funsies. He got cucked. So. Cool, we're at Dead Factory now. I could have actually picked up the Magnum ammo. That actually, there's more. Nah, I'm talking rubbish. There is Magnum ammo I can pick up. I'm gonna pick up for safety. Right at the end of the game, it's next to one of the fascies when you're going down the ladder for the boss fight. I'll pick that up because I don't need to shoot my Magnum anymore. However, I might need to shoot my Magnum if we get hunters in basement, hunters in water basement, because they can stun lock you and kill you, and you'll just die, and you can't do anything about it. So I'm gonna probably, if I start getting stun locked, I'll just whip out my Magnum and start shooting them. Which is the good thing with Magnum, you can one-shot hunters, I'm pretty sure. While grenade launcher you can't, and you don't want to waste any grenade launcher ammo. So that's a good thing with Magnum runs. So this puzzle, you're meant to actually do it properly, but lucky for us, you can just turn on 2 switches, and even though there's steam coming out of the valve, you can just run into it, and then you can still activate the thing to open the door. So we come out the door, we come out of the room and reset it, because the zombies are actually blocking the left. And you don't want the zombies blocking the left, because then you have to dodge them all. So if you reset the room, they go into their normal position that they're meant to be in. And then you can just run to the left easy. Oh, we got leeches, thank God. Have I got hunters? I've been very sad. The RNG this run's been up and down. So we have another RNG. I keep saying it, but it's just this game. It's RNG 3. We have the water puzzle. So there's like, I can make more Magnum ammo if I really wanted to, but I can just pick it up. So there's 4 samples you can get. So if you look at the first column off the top, it's very tall and it's a little bit small. So that's called high-low. That's second best RNG. There's also high empty, where it's very tall, nothing. You get medium, low, medium, empty. So this is left 1. And you go to the B, it's left 2. You go to the end, you go to C, and then it's right 2. No, it's not. It is. I don't do that wrong. Interesting. I'm just going to reset the room then. Big choke in this puzzle. I'll just reset it. I'll just go back to, because if you muck up, I've got to remember what I did wrong. I know what I did wrong. Yeah, I did left 1 for B as well. So that's my bad. Let's just say marathon choke. It's always going to happen. I think the puzzle stays the same anyway. Yeah, it does. So I could have actually went back and did it, but it's just quicker doing this instead of actually having to sit through everything, like me trying to figure it out again. So I know what I did. I only did left 1. So high, low. It's high. That's low. So 1. There we go. I did it slow to make sure I could do it. We go overestimate, blame Magnum. Not my own skill, blame Magnum. It's always Magnum's fault. You get Magnum, you just tilt. You have to play with Magnum, you actually have to use the gun. So I've got 2 Fassies. So we should be fine for waste nemesis. We should be all good. Some people used to pick up the knife here and drop off the reload tool. Oh, we got leeches attached to us. That's not that bad. There's like 2 damage. I just pick up the knife at the clock tower because I feel like it's the box is easier to get to. So this bloodsucker, you just run behind them and you won't get hit. And then there's a zombie here. We just literally run in front of it. Yeah, so if you missed the start of the run, this is Regina. Regina Jill, Dino Crisis costume. Could have done some donation incentives for it, but I decided I wanted to play as this costume because I always play as this costume, so there you go. So 7 minutes to complete the game. I think that actually I'm pretty on par to actually get bang on estimate. Because I didn't practice Magnum at all. Because Magnum's just terrible and I could not be bothered. Yeah, it's the best costume, 100% it's the best costume. I knew it would be, this chat, right, it's always just going to be, every like, it's like, so RE3 remake, it's like, most likely they're going to make RE8, in my opinion. That's my opinion. I don't think they'll do 7, they did 7, RE2 remake, 8, RE3 remake. And then they'll probably spice up Code Veronica a little bit. Cool, right, so I've set up my key bindings are a bit wrong, and I figured it out right at the last second. Please, no, oh no, oh no, wait, what? Wait, oh my god, that's okay, that should, okay, this is good, follow me. Here we go. Oh, no, run, forward. Nah, I'm pushing him out of the way. Okay, that's fine, this is fine. You're meant to kill him with that valve. My key bindings are really strange for some reason. Oh, stay, name me, this way, name me. Get hit. Yeah. Sweet, so we did, that's waste name. I usually have, so basically there's 2 aims in this game. There's the aim at the zombies or the monster you're fighting, and there's aim at everything. So aim is actually aim at barrels, and aim opponent is the zombies. So basically what happened is, you're meant to aim at the valves. So basically, Nemesis, first Nemesis cycle of valve is 2 steps, swipe, wait for him to lunge, run away. Second one needs to say stars, you hit it, and then the third one you're meant to swipe him once and you kind of get him to follow you. So what I did was, as he said stars, no, as he did his like first, so I was getting ready to do the valve, and as he said, as he did his step, first I get ready, and I pressed the button that I thought would be the, why don't I just wait to heal and then do this, whatever. I thought would be the aim at valve. It turned out to be the aim at him, so I almost mucked up, but we did it. It's fine. That would have been really like annoying if I mucked that up as bad as I thought I was going to. Here. I'm literally just picking up all these heals. I don't need them. I guess it's kind of showing off, you know, bad runner, oh my god. I just want to be safe.
Warning.
I will show off a grenade launcher run eventually. Wow, he got me. Yeah, not my own setup, blame that. So once we get, okay, so wait for it. So this area, so for me, this area takes 3 minutes 15. I remember my split. So we'll be on the rest. Well, we'll be really pushing it, but we should be underestimating it. So that's pretty good. Magnum, the joys. Yeah, somebody mentioned it there. The race at G Games on quickly. Oh, both got Magnum, I'm pretty sure. Wizkid got Aquacure, then somebody got Aquacure. They still caught up on the train area. They were exactly second and minute, exactly the same. Voice dialogue, everything was the same. Gets to waste Nemesis, and then we all know what happened there. And I've mentioned it once. I won't say it again, but we all know what happened. So this game is a big meme. It can very show you. I just don't. That's a very. If anybody watches RE4 runners as well, that word's a big use in the RE4 community. Meme. Everything's a meme. The Lago meme. One of the Zealots hitting you meme. Saddler meme, you know. Also, I saw there, you've never heard the term mucked up. It's the non-swearing version. So, pretty sure somebody saw spam TOS in chat. They almost heard it. I saved myself. I went TOS. I saved myself. But yeah, mucked up is no. So I want Nemesis here to drop down on his right. If he stays up there or drops down on his left, it's bad RNG again, and then it's kind of harder because you want it to be near the opening when it shoots the cannon. So we basically just run in the corner away for him to drop down, and then anytime, Nemesis. Anytime. Come on, son. Good RNG? Yeah. So you use the mine thrower and then you just spam click. And then you don't open your menu or else the menu will stop the mine thrower. So look at the, so he's got 800 HP. I did a lot. I did need the magnum ammo. Cool, and that's us done. So now we can just dodge his acid. I probably shot too much. I'll just take that. I'll tank the acid, doesn't really matter. So we need him to be in this area. However, I've kind of made him too weak. I kind of just panic, start shooting him. Hopefully, he's rotating, isn't he? Come on, Nemi. This way. This way. Come on. Come on, son. We might have to 3-cycle him because he's taking his time. Because I've made him too weak. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, maybe. Maybe? Nemesis? Oh, it's unlucky. Just a tip. Missed. Yeah, so I made him 2 weeks. This is the 3-cycle. You don't want this, but I made him 2 week too early. Because he's slower now. So you need to get him at... well, the game says I hit him. Oh, strange. So he needs to be at 170 HP, or no, is it 190 below? 100? It's either 170, 180, which I can see and you guys can't. But once he gets to that state, he starts moving really slow, and that's why I didn't, you know, Apache notice me. Ah, you're behind me. You're watching, or you're practicing your game. I notice you. This actually could be exactly 50. I'm being quite intrigued. I'll give them stars on purpose. Smash that. Always Magnum. It is Bexy, always Magnum. I could have gave him stars, but I didn't want to because we want to be underestimate, you know.
Jill,
Here we go.
over here.
Right, let's see if I can time this perfect with the game ending. There we go, that's us done. 49-46. It's a bit yikes to be honest, but Magnum, I'll take it. So here we go. Shout outs. I saw 2 people in chat that I know, well, apart from Apache. Bexky, I'm probably saying that wrong. Bet. And also Big Yumi as well, my mate. Thank you guys for watching as well. RE3. Sadly, the usual Magnum memes. I always say memes, why not? I'll get a grenade launcher on eventually, I believe. But yeah, so that's that. Just like I say, this game's just mostly, you know, RNG. And then if you can all pretend that if you didn't watch you watched this run first and then you saw RE4, so you know the continuity RE3, RE4. But the big jump, if you forget like Code Veronica, the big jump from this game to then RE4 is crazy. Even Code Veronica is nothing like RE4, they just completely changed it. Now, I know we're running behind, but do you still want me? Because there's an end timer on screen if you want to see the official in-game timer, or we can just stop.
No, we can see the official
on you go.
timer.
So we had to listen to this music. So it's just the credits. On a bad run, yeah. Like I said, I would have gave them stars because of the run, like Magnum, you know, use the Magnum. But if I gave them stars, we would have been maybe bang on 50 or over. So we want to make sure we're under. That's the thing. You want to be just under. That's the main thing. So we're luckily under. Overestimate for stars would be worth. True, I should have done it, but you know. Yeah. RNG Monterey, I know. So I'll do something. Let's count it up. So you have let's forget all the zombie RNG. So you have evidence box, Magnum, pharmacy, music box, clock tower, hospital, water puzzle. So that's already 7 RNGs. You also have red light puzzle because it can spawn in different locations. That's 8. I'm trying to think. There's probably other ones off the top of my head. Worm. If you have grenade launcher, worm. If you get 1 cycle. I never explained that. 1 cycle worm. So basically, acid rounds, quick shots. You don't miss a single quick shot, and he stays risen for a little 2 or 3 more seconds. You can 1 cycle. People, if you first start the game, will think, oh, it's just all quick shots. You have to hit your quick shots and you don't miss them, but you actually need good RNG because he can sometimes attack you earlier, like by a couple seconds, and it hits you. So I know the end game time. I'm pretty sure it's 49:40, but once you finish the SRT that I use, that gives you like all the ammo, changes to if you didn't skip any cutscenes. So if I didn't skip any cutscenes and we just watched all this, right now it's 1 hour and 42. That's what the timer says. Yeah, thank you for all the GGs, guys. But yeah, like I said, even though there's links to my channel and stuff, but yeah, my name's MrDaddyDean. Just call me Dean. You know, should be 49:40 if I'm right, and then we can move on to the next run. Just whenever it wants to hurry up. Oh, we'll see the epilogue as well. It'll be in Taiwanese, but we should see an epilogue because I had to put all the books away. Did we get epilogue first? There we go. Yeah, I was right. 49:40. So even with fast siege, you don't save, you still get an S rank. So 49:40. There's the epilogue. We can't read it because it's in Taiwanese. I think it's the Jill one anyway. Yeah, cool. Here you go. If you read Taiwanese, there we go. Basically, she found Chrissy's knife. She went to find Chris. That's the story. That's what it says. Yeah, thank you guys. That's me. Hope you enjoyed RE3, and hopefully I'll see you guys later. So yeah, that's me done. Thank you.
Back to UKSG Summer 2019. So up and coming, we do have Metal Slug by Majitsu. We do have a donation incentive for that, if I'm correct. So I'm just going to do a quick refresh, as we are going to have to cut that off. Let's just have a look here for the Japanese and US versions. It's a clear winner for the Japanese version, so I think we'll cut that off there, as we are actually currently setting up for that run to go. As far as donation incentives go, we do have another 3 to go here. We do have octahedron for either kill the bees or save the bees. Kill the bees is in the lead with $83. To save the bees, 69. Thank you for the 69. We also have Metal Gear Solid Save, Octagon or Meryl. Which is, if I can actually scroll down on this laptop, Octagon is winning with 30 to Meryl's 10. So if you're wanting to snipe that and save your favourite character there, get in on that. And lastly, we do have the Sekiro language settings for either Japanese or English. That has remained unchanged since I last checked it, which is Japanese winning at 4502 to English, which is just at 40. So if you're wanting to snipe that final language, final donation incentive, get on that right now. 90% of the donations that we make here will be going straight to Young Minds, while the 10% will be going to just keep this marathon going, as we do this marathon once every season across the year. So that's 4 marathons per season. We'll be raising money for 4 marathons per year to raise money for Young Minds. So like I say, we're getting set up for Metal Slug right now. We'll be back with you shortly. I have a quick donation here from Mi Nombre SEF. Again, I apologize if I'm mispronouncing that name. The amount's for $25. Any chance a chair will save me from my half-broken office chair? Bless RNG. Also put this towards saving the bees. Gotta save the bees when we can. Thank you for that donation. And yes, this chair would save you from your currently half-broken office chair. Alright then, and we're back with UKSG Summer 2019. We are about to kick over to Mijitsu with some... Oh, what's it called again? I forgot. Metal Gear... sorry? No, Metal Slug. My bad. I'm looking further down the schedule there. My bad. So let's kick it over to him, and let's get started on this Japanese run, which the donation cent was met for the Japanese version of the run, which won by a clear margin of $60. So that's what he'll be running for you today. So let's kick across to him.